What's up? It's Ryan, hiring guru, with today's hiring tip. Today I'm going to talk about being left-brained or right-brained and why you need to think this through and maybe hack your way around it if you're in HR. Left brain, right brain thinking is a common reference, and clearly nobody, well, there are a few people in the world who are just only left brain, and there are some people out there, those really artistic type, that are completely right brain. Most of us sit somewhere in a heavily on one side with a little bit of the other side kind of situation. I tend to be extremely creative on the right, but I'm analytical and can develop processes. I just don't like to follow them. And so that's kind of me. I'm heavy on the right brain with a little bit of left brain. If you think about left brain people, tend to be logic based. They focus on process and organization. They like to know where they're going, and they think logically, one chronological step to the next. Right brain people, on the other hand, tend to be your creatives. They use their intuition, not data, to make decisions. There's a quote, it says, they move from task to task with no concern for if they're connected at all. If you talk to my employees, they will tell you that when I'm heavy on the right-hand side, that you just need to buckle up and hold on to your seats, because you never know where the conversation's gonna go. And if you look at the normal day for me, I'm all over the place. Now, the world needs both of these people. And in fact, the world needs people of all different types and shapes. If you think about people who are innovative, you think about certain jobs like designer jobs or creative jobs, they tend to be very heavy right-brained individuals, and you show up and you look at their workspace and it's a mess. They don't follow process because process potentially constrains their ability to innovate. Red tape and those things hold them back. On the other hand, you have accountants, and you want accountants to follow process. You don't want them deciding to not pay your taxes on time. You don't want them making decisions outside of rules and requirements and guidelines. And so accountants tend to be heavy on the left-hand side. So HR and the job of HR requires both. The problem is, I believe as a profession, we tend to be pretty heavy on the left-hand side of the brain. We tend to be all about process and compliance, payroll and benefits and all of these things. You know, what do you do when you fire somebody? What is our process for performance evaluation? What is our checklist for requisitioning a new job? All of those things that companies rely on you for require your left side, left brain organization superpowers. The problem is that when you need to improve something, dramatically shift the way that a company does something, specifically hiring improvement, if you're trying to get more applicants, most likely it requires right brain creativity and innovation. It requires being able to do things innovatively because there is no best practice or guideline for doing it. And so if you find yourself to be heavy on the left brain, risk averse, wanting to have process, not wanting to do things that haven't been proven, but yet your organization needs its hiring process dramatically improved, then you've got a problem. And so let me tell you what you can do to work your way or hack your way around it, because you're not going to change this about you. I'm not going to suddenly become organized. There's a great quote from a movie I love, The Breakup, that she says, I don't want you to do the dishes, I want you to want to do the dishes. And he said, why would I ever want to do the dishes? Well, it's the same thing for me. You want me to want to be organized. I don't want to be organized. And I may want you to be creative, and you're saying, I just can't do it. That's fine. I'm going to show you really quick a hack for how to go about it. If you want to make change, but the change isn't there, it's not flowing out of your head, right? And there's nobody out there for you to follow from a best practice standpoint, then you're going to have to find processes and solutions outside of your area. We've talked about this in previous videos, borrowing brilliance and finding a spirit animal. Go out and find a process similar to yours somewhere else. Borrow from it. Borrow its creativity. Most likely somebody was creative around that process, especially if it's a process that's more leading in the business world. That's why I love saying hiring is just marketing. I could also say that employee engagement and retention is the same as client retention and churn reduction. And if you believe that, then I can go out and look at the world of client retention, and I can steal their ideas and their processes processes and bring them over into employee retention. This gives me, as the left brain person, an organization, a guideline to work through. It allows me to make a few changes, start from something that works and evolve it, versus massive disruptive change of starting from a blank slate. And so that is your hack. And then the final one, try small tests. Once you do that, make small changes, not big changes. Try it and see if it works. Don't rewrite all your job ads, rewrite one job ad. If it works better, then do more of it. But don't do these big giant projects where you're making changes to everything, because that's not where you're comfortable. And that's fine. We need you in this world to act the way you act. You just need to find ways to hack around that, to find other ways to get to where you need to go, even though you might not be the person driving it. And to be honest, that's what I hope my videos are for you. I hope my videos are me standing here saying I have a proven way to go about doing this that works the right way, that's been proven, that has data behind it, that is a best practice, you just don't know about it yet, that you can then take and go run with on your own, in your own process, knowing that I made sure it worked the right way for you. I'm your right brain and you're the left brain. So I hope this video finds you well. I hope that, honestly, I hope you're not offended by me saying your left brain. I hope you're not offended by saying that HR has certain roles and that maybe improving hiring is not one that they generally are naturally great at. Because what I've given you is some ideas of how to go about finding the answer, making up for those things that are not your superpowers. So, hope this video finds you well, and until next time, good luck hiring.